All right, well, welcome back. We are live from the IEC Results Operations Centre in Pretoria. It's good to have you with us. Now, the Home Affairs Department has confirmed that it is extending its working hours in the run-up to and during the election. So the department says they'll be able to help those who may have lost their ID documents or want to collect identity documents. Now, to talk to us a bit about this, the department's, as well as the department's readiness, we're joined by the Department of Home Affairs Deputy Director General Vusumuzi Mkhize. Mr. Mkhize, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So let's start with this, as it is special votes that have begun today. People may be concerned if they don't have their ID documents. How soon could you get an ID document to them?
No, good afternoon, Natasha. Now the department has made arrangements. We've got what we call temporary identity certificates that we issue on the spot because we just use what we call online verification. So our systems are ready and we're able to assist them immediately. So even if you get, for instance, someone who just breaks the glass of your car, snatches your bag, you still want to go and vote, you can go to the nearest Home Affairs office and then you'll be able to be issued with a temporary identity certificate, which the IEC has accepted as an authentic means of identification. And
if that were the case, what would somebody need to go into their Home Affairs Department and say, look, this is what's happened, can you help me?
What you require there is, firstly, we always advise that if you lose your ID, just go to the police station. They will give you, it's not an affidavit per se, but it's a report that the ID is lost. 2, it costs 70 rand, the TIC, but you also then have to apply for, although it's not forced, you can also apply for a card, which will be 140 rand. But for the TIC specifically, it will just be that proof of a loss that you get from the police station, as well as then the 70 rand, and then we'll issue with the temporary identity certificate.
All right. Last week, some Tembisa residents lost their personal documents due to that tornado that we saw. Have people in that area been assisted?
Yes. Minister Gigaba instructed soon after the incident of tornado that we must set up a team that must visit that place. We worked with the disaster management there. We visited that place yesterday, and yesterday we were able to issue, not yesterday, on Saturday, we were able to assist 72 of the residents who were affected by the tornadoes, who then applied for the Service of Home Affairs. 72 of them then were processing their IDs. They should be having them or temporary identity certificates before the Wednesday. Definitely they'll be able to vote if they need that.
And then also with the recent shack fires in Pretoria, there were some people that lost they were affected. At least 300 homes were destroyed. Also, the recent floods in KwaZulu-Natal. How have you assisted those people?
For KwaZulu-Natal at Umlazi today, the team is out there, the mobile team. There they gave us 39 people who are affected, who require that assistance. And then for the shack fires, we do the same. The team will be deployed as soon as we get a sense of how many people need that service. Those mobile units, it's just good that they are all connecting via satellite. So we are able to also issue the certificates on the spot for them, the identity certificates, for them to be able to go and apply. So we are focusing on all the disaster-struck areas. That includes Western Cape, where we were there on Saturday. The mobile team went there to assist those also who were victims of shack fires. So we are ready as a department to be there as and when we are called upon to assist citizens to get documents so that they can be able to vote.
Earlier this year, the LGBT community also encountered certain issues with their IDs, changes to their sex. Have any of these issues been addressed, and to make sure that they're not excluded from election week?
Yes, so coincidentally, the minister convened a meeting with the LGBT team, in which the minister gave us a responsibility. There were a number of issues they raised. We have a dedicated team that works with the issues relating to the LGBT team. At this stage, I've not received any complaint yet around anyone who needing intervention because they cannot vote. But should there be such an incident, we are ready. We've got a unit that deals with the applications which is what they had raised as one of their concerns, that these things take too long, we're not cooperating. But Minister established a team that is composed of the LGBTI representatives, but also of Home Affairs, headed by both DDG, myself, as well as the DDG for HR. So we're working collaboratively with them, and should there be an incident, I'm sure we'll be able to assist.
So it is, of course, a busy week for all, and leading into this week, what has the Home Affairs Department been doing in general to prepare for this?
What we did, we set up teams. Firstly, I think we must just clarify that working hours, Minister wanted to be sure that working hours should be extended. So that has been done since Saturday. Instead of closing at 1, we close at 5. And then today and tomorrow, we are closing at 6 instead of 4. So people who are seeking to get any service from Home Affairs, today they are having time until 6, in particular those who are going for collection or TICs. And then on Wednesday, we will now, even if it's a holiday, we will still be operating from 7 in the morning until 7 when IEC closes, knowing that all voting stations are closed, then we would close. So that is the first thing. 2 was that then there was a call to action by Minister for all citizens to come and collect their IDs and their smart ID cards, which we are happy that it shows that they are responding. Because on Saturday we had very high volumes of people collecting. We're just finalizing data that I think Minister will announce soon when we've consolidated that report. So we then have teams that are visiting from head office the different provinces to make sure that whether it's systems related, whether it is service related matters, we are able to assist the citizens.
Fantastic.
But we won't be at any fault. We believe we are completely ready to assist when we are required.
So it's all systems going. As I said, it is a busy week for all of us. We wish you all the best. Home Affairs Deputy Director General Vusumuzi Mkhize, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks very much.
All right, well,